What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Hope you're doing well. Gala Games continues to explode to the upside. Currently sitting at 0.061, up 15% on the day. Sitting at market cap of 379 million. 24-hour volume 466 million. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to Bickit, make sure to sign up, grab up to 8K in bonuses. You can check out my full-length tutorial. It's pinned in the description as well as the end of the video. Grab those bonuses. You can email me or sign up email. I'll give you completely free access to over 2,000 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. And that's completely free if you email me or sign up email to Bickit. All right, guys. So let's hop into the chart. So a couple of scenarios that I think can play out here for for Gala. And the first one is that you're putting in a wave 5. So you pushed up in a 1-2. This is a wave 3, pull back in a 4. Because I can count a potential 5-wave move here. If I take my Elliott wave numbers here. So what you could look at is that's a 1 right there. That's a 2. You pushed up in a 3. This was a wave 4 pullback. And now you're going to push up in that wave 5. So we can give a target for that. Could be an ending diagonal wave 5 here with this structure. So take your trend-based wave extension from the bottom of the wave 2 to the top of the wave 3. Bottom of wave 4, and you look for a 618 extension, potentially to put in a wave 5. Only basically at that previous high. As you can see here, the 618 is at 0.056, which basically lines up with that previous high. Now, usually a wave 5 will break above the wave 3, so do watch for that. Because if we go in for a micro count, you can see we've just absolutely exploded to the upside. This is a really, really small micro count. So potentially you could look at like a 1, 2, or pushing up in a 3, you pull back in a 4, you push up in a final wave 5. Now anything can happen. I mean, you can just shoot up out of nowhere. You can just continue to explode. I've seen it before. The other wave count that I was looking at here is, well, there was 2, but potentially that all of this was still a part of the wave 3. So basically this was the wave 4 pullback. Let me quickly remove that. And you're still looking to push up in the wave 5. It doesn't make that much difference. It really depends if we break that high. And the other wave count is that the 5-wave move is already in 3, 4, 5. And if that were to be the case, then you'd have to be looking at this as corrective. In maybe an ABC correction. Actually, I think you would have to look at a WXY. And a WXY, because this wave A has to be a 5-wave move, which would complete a wave A. You push up in a wave B, a wave C, which would complete a wave W of a WXY. So what you'd be looking at here is you came down in a wave W, now you're pushing up in a wave X, and then you would come down in a wave Y and potentially put in a wave 2 pullback for the price of Gala Games. But if we just continue to pump, we break that high, then I think the higher potential is that the wave 5 simply isn't in yet. And that's what I'll be focused on. Let me just scroll back here, is that we're still looking to put in the wave 5. And then hopefully start to see a pullback for the price of Gala. It would be healthy. I mean, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, we have divergence on the 4-hour. Now, just because there's a bearish divergence doesn't guarantee the price is going to reverse. When buying pressure is really strong, it can completely invalidate the divergences, but we do have these divergences here on the 4-hour. And as I mentioned, the daily, we're super overbought on the daily. We have a bearish divergence on the daily as well. So price eventually does need to come down, but that doesn't mean that you can't just explode to the upside. The more we push up, the higher likelihood the bottom is in. As I mentioned, if we break above 0.072, it invalidates us coming down in a lower low, wave 5 of the ending diagonal. I'll show you that right here. If we break that invalidation point, then we have to look at the bottom being in if we break above 0.072. I would love to see some pullback so I can continue to load the bags. Most of my Gala I bought right at about 0.050, 5 cents, which I'm happy about, but I was hoping to get some more at cheaper prices. But if I don't, then I'll have to look to just get in whenever the next pullback is for Gala Games. We do have signals that the move is weakening, but there are no guarantees. But in the short term, I think it's likely that we're still putting in the wave 5 to the upside. Personally, I think what we're looking at here is that this was the wave 3 right here. We had a nice wave 4 pullback, And now we'll take the brush. We push up in a 1, 2. This was a 3. Corrective wave 4, looking to push up in that wave 5. And complete that larger wave 1 and then see a wave 2 pullback. Of course, if we don't break 0.072, then potentially we still have this ending diagonal, which I'll show you guys here on the 4-hour time frame. Where we came down in a wave 1, we pushed up in a wave 2, we came all the way down to wave 3. This is a really impulsive large wave 4 that almost pushed all the way up to the wave 2, and then you'd look to come down in a wave 5. But it's super ugly. If I measure the Elliott waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then eventually you would come down in a wave 5, and we pull this out, I mean, it's just gross. To me, it just doesn't look typical of an ending diagonal. What I would like to see is something like this, where you came down in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would give you a nice, beautiful of an ending diagonal. See, that has that nice ending diagonal structure to it. But if we look at this kind of pattern that we're going through right now, it's quite ugly. If we took a trend line, it's possible, anything is possible, but I guess you could see it as an ending diagonal and a descending broadening wedge, but it's just like, yeah, to me, it's not the prettiest in the world. But we'll have to see how it plays out. Wow, we're almost up 18% now on the day, which is just absolutely insane. As I mentioned, as I've been mentioning for months, in this bear market, this is my favorite metaverse project that I think will explode in the next bull cycle. It's already starting. We've been covering Gala for years now, but I've been talking about the entire bear market, that I think this will be one of the top movers in the metaverse space going into the next bull market, and we can already see the amount of interest continuing to push up the price for Gala games. All right, gang, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and make sure to sign up to Bickit. You can watch my full-length tutorial, grab up to 8K in bonuses, and all you have to do, takes 2 minutes, is email me your sign-up email, and I will give you completely free access to over 2,000 members, posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. And at the 10 USD membership, early access to my analysis signals. You can see what I'm doing with my HODL alt plays, the member profits, see how they're doing with their trades as well. They like to post their gains in here. And that's $10 a month. Everything else is completely free if you sign up to Bickit and email me your sign up email. So I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.